So hello everyone, I am Monica from IELTS 9. So here we are going to do this reading. The title of this reading is Computer Games for Preschoolers, and that was part of 2nd March 2023 IELTS exam reading. Okay, this is actual exam reading. So it can come in your country also, this reading. So don't worry about that. You need to practice for this reading. That is more important. No need to read the paragraph. First we will take a look at the types of question. As you can see here, question number 1 to 5, one word only. Okay, it means complete the summary. They have given us from 1 to 5. These are the blanks. Okay, they have given us option for one word only. Second type of question we have 6 to 9, true false not given. It means this is first reading passage. That reading passage we will try to finish it within 15 or 16 minutes or maybe 14 minutes. Okay. Third type of question we have flow chart. Complete the flow chart below, no more than 2 words. We have 4 questions over here. Okay, so let's start with first type of question, that is exploratory research project main objectives. Okay, so this research kind of thing they will be given. Determine the relevant, we have to read the question statement, of course. Determine the relevant dash in the context. So this is my keyword to find the location. Observe how preschoolers manage to play, investigate attitudes of, okay, of is also there, towards games, subjects 26 children. Now there is one important thing I want to say. If you do not get the location of this summary, then try to find these figurative words. Those words you can easily find in the paragraphs. 26 children from different US means country name. 3 years, 3 months, 5 to 5. It means wherever these words will be there, so little bit above you will get this location. Okay, let's go to first paragraph, that is A paragraph. Okay, so what I was looking for, research project main objective, research program, and of course context 26 US. Okay, computer games, daunting tasks, hardcore game, preschoolers, research involved in creating this for preschooler gamers. Side by side, please underline and circle the important things whatever you are going to read it. Okay, so project is also there, so but I am looking for 26 is also there, and where is United States is also there, so answer will be somewhere here. Let's read it. We finally agreed on 3 key goals for our project. First, to understand the range of physical and cognitive abilities of preschoolers in the context. Yeah, context word is also there, of is also there, so what we can write it. Okay, so determine the relevant dash in the context. Observe how preschoolers manage to play, investigate attitudes of, context of. Okay, to understand the range of physical and cognitive abilities of preschoolers in the context. So context word in the context is here in this sentence. It means relevant range of physical and cognitive abilities of preschoolers. So preschoolers will not come because already given in the question. In the context of relevant, we can avoid. There are two categories. Abilities, the main word is abilities. Determine the relevant abilities in the context. Observe how preschooler, that's why I was telling preschooler word is already there. Always try to fit the word into the sentence. Manage to play, investigate attitudes of. So before a blank, the words before the blank and after the words, sometimes they are clue for the answers. Okay, so attitude of they are talking about, of is also there. Handle game system should to second, to understand how preschooler school games interact with the DS, specifically how they control the different forms of play and game mechanics offered by games, this platform. Expectation, to understand the expectation of preschoolers, parents. Okay, let's read the again. Observe how preschoolers manage to play. Investigate attitudes of towards game. Attitude towards game. Okay. Specifically, understand how preschooler gamers interact with that form of play presently in the market. Third, to expectation of word is also there, to understand the expectation of preschoolers parents concerning the system as well as context within the game. Okay, investigate attitudes of towards game. So what they want to investigate: control mechanic offered by games presently on the market. Third, to understand expectations of, yes, here we can just correlate the things, parents concerning the this. So investigate to understand the expectations of preschoolers parents about game and all, game and all. So here attitude of parents we can write. Okay, now coming to 26 children, 26 is here and US is also here. Subjects, 26 children from different US dash different US. What is different? So we wish to give producers more information and insight. So we start by conducting 26 in home in 3 markets across the US. So this is also given. Home means like they have given 26 children from different US markets across different from US is here, you can see, in 3 different in 3 markets across the US. So here they have given from different US, so we will write markets. S is given, that's why we will be write here markets. So next, age range 3, 5 and this, some children have older dash in the house as playing pairs. Okay, so these age kind of thing they have given. Also because previous research had shown the effect of older siblings on game play, for example more advanced. Okay, so some children have older in the house as play peers. They also because previous research had shown the effects of older siblings on game. Older word is also there, game play, for example. So it means peers is also there, elder peers. So sibling will come here, older siblings. Some children have older siblings in the house as playing pairs. So you can just read the sentence full. Older siblings on gameplay, for example, by more advanced motor coordination when using a computer mouse. Households were employed to have a combination of preschoolers with and without elder peers. So this they have given. Fifth, equal number of new and dash players. Okay, this is also there, equal number of dash. So in order to understand both experienced and new word is also there and is also there. So we will be writing both experienced and new is given. So we will be writing experienced players, you can see. Some households have this and some don't length of this. So we have already got the answers. I am not going to read it. This is also there and minutes are also there. One parent or sibling and another caregiver. Okay, now coming to true false not given. Of course we will try to find the location wherever we have finished with this type of question. So C till C paragraph we have done everything. Now we will read about D paragraph, but before that we will read the statement. So what they are saying, first, one area of research, okay, is how far mothers and fathers control children's playing after school. So when they will be talking about parents are controlling children's time, playing time after school, then correct. If they are not showing anything about parents controlling the time and after school what the children are doing, they don't bother, then definitely false will be there. If they are not just describing anything about parents controlling the time after school, so they have not described anything and there is no research, like then not given will be there. Okay, So parents control children time after. D paragraph, 3 kinds of information were collected after each interview. Okay, from any sibling and parents word is also there that were available. We gathered data about buying decisions surrounding game system in the household, the families typical gameplay patterns, level of parental moderation with regard to computer gaming, most favorite games played by family members. We could also understand ideology of gaming in these houses because of in-home interviews, what types of spaces, how systems were installed. So in this paragraph, they are not talking about anything like that, whether parents are controlling or not. That's why I am giving it not given. Next, some researchers are allowed access to the subject's house. Allowed access to the subject's house. Okay, so let's find it. Parents moderation, subjects houses allow access to the, okay, most favorite game played by. We could also understand the ideology of homes because of these home interviews. What type of spaces were used for gameplay, how systems were installed, hand play occurred in the house, the number and game system. We gathered game playing information for more kind. Okay, before carrying out interviews, the research team has closely discussed with the house game producer to create a list of mechanics and problems tied to preschoolers, and this, it means they have entered, they understand prior to writing the games. It means what? So here they are saying had closely discussed within house game producers. So answer is, you can just read the statement. Some are allowed access to the subject's house. So they were closely discussed everything. They discussed everything. It means this is true. Next one is the researchers regarded the Little Mermaid Ariel the adventure as likely appeal to preschoolers. Now keyword is this or this. You can just Little Mermaid. You can researchers regarded as likely appeal to preschoolers. Okay. So this game, this we have done. So everything, if you read the full paragraph, now everything they are just talking about series of game, absorb the interaction, feelings, attitudes, they arose in different circumstances. Everything they have discussed in house before the main thing. Now E paragraph, that word we were looking for. So this is also name. Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid is here, you can see. Okay, same thing. So let's read it from here. The researchers asked all of the preschoolers to play a specific game in consultation with our producers, The Little Mermaid. The game was chosen for two major reasons. First, it was one of the few games on the market with characters that appeal to this young age group. The same thing they are asking, regarded this as likely appeal to preschooler, as likely appeal to preschooler, so as likely that appeal to this age, young age group. That's why it is true. If they were not talking about the same thing, they did not appeal to do not appeal to this, then false. If they are not talking about this Little Mermaid and likely to appeal, then not given. Ninth, the Little Mermaid Ariel's same thing is entirely designed for preschool children. Okay, if that is entirely designed for this, means true. If entirely not designed for only this, they may be designing for other purposes also, then false. If they are not talking about their designs and all, then not given. Okay, so here they are talking, the game was chosen for two major reasons. First, that we have no. Second, it incorporated a large variety of mechanics. Apart from young age group, mechanics also that highlighted the uniqueness of this platform, including using the microphone for blowing and singing. It means what? It means this is false. Opposite information, that is not entirely for preschool children. In fact, they were talking about mechanics also that can guide us. So flow chart, complete the flow chart, 2 words. Keep in mind, using the results of the study, presentation of design requirement to a specialist. Using the results of study of presentation. So design, yes, design. So we have completed the word here. Design, they have started using about design. Okay, let's find it. The findings from this initial experiment were extensive. After reviewing the outcomes, discussing the implication of the game design, definitely we have finished the second type of question till here. We can read it at the last two paragraphs. With our internal game production team, we then outlined the designing needs and presented. Let's move on to the next page. Findings to specialize in game design. Okay. Specializing, you can see this. I will show it to you. So in the last line, in the last page, we had read that they were talking about this design requirement and all. Findings, requirement, using the result presentation of design requirements to a specialist, finding to a firm specializing in game design. We worked closely with those experts to set the design for 2 preschool games under the development what we had gathered. So okay, I need to read it. Specialist, firm specialist or design. Mechanics of testing the mechanics of 2 new games in this lab. So lab is also here, but let's find using the results of the study presentation of design requirement to a specialist, firm specialist or something. Yeah, we can go for firm, otherwise we will, after, if something is different, if we are finding, then we can go for change. 11. Testing the mechanics of 2 new games in this lab. Access and interest. Okay. 2 new games. Mechanic word is here. Okay. We bought development process, informative research action was wherever we develop new game mechanics. We bought preschoolers in house utility lab is also there to test the mechanics and to evaluate. Okay, what they want, assess both their simplicity and whether they are engaging. So engaging means interest. So and is also there. So we will go for assess. Assess means evaluate both their simplicity and engaging means interest. So we will write here simplicity. Now the next 12th, a field test in dash trailed by 12 children. A field test and collection of from parents. Okay, field test. Let's we tested alpha or beta versions of different elements of the game in addition to looking at the overarching game structure. Once a fully version of game was ready, we went back into the field test. It means answer will be a field test in trialed by 12 children. Okay, dozen preschoolers means this thing. So it means answer may be here. And their parents to make sure each of the game elements worked for children. The overall objective game was understandable and okay. Let's read it again. A field test in dash trialed by 12 children. Okay, let's read the formal lines. Version of the DJ game was ready. We went back into the field test. Okay, with a dozen players. Once a full version of the DJ game was ready. A final test in full version. So any other thing is not just fitting here. Once a full version of the DS game, a final test in DS game, because DS game they are talking about and in this paragraph and above paragraph so many times. So definitely this will be not be the answer. A collection of dash from parents. To make parents is also their collection. Each elements and overall objective game was this. We also collected word is also there. Parents feedback. Parents collection of feedback from parents. Feedback will come. So I took even more time because I was explaining it. Otherwise it can easily finish within 15 or max 16 minutes. Okay. So now we have done this reading. This reading name is Computer Games for Preschoolers.